All right, now we're going into our Nobel Prize winning models of learning. And Dunning and Kruger, these were two guys that did just that. They won a Nobel Prize from their models of learning. Here's one of their most famous graphs that was named after them. So over here we have confidence on the left, and then we have the actual skill level of the person on the bottom. So a lot of times, when someone starts off a new skill, their confidence rises very quickly because they don't understand the full depth of the skill that they are practicing. Then there's sometimes a little bit like of a leveling off, and then it starts to go way down. And then eventually that confidence returns, okay? So what I would compare this to a lot of times is you see in jiu-jitsu schools, someone's confidence will shoot way, way up. And you see a lot of times at blue belt, they are right about here, okay? And they're still in the beginner stage of their jiu-jitsu, and this will be the advanced. Pardon my handwriting. Now, a lot of times I think this happens is because their ego gets attached to the fact that even at blue belt, they can defeat a huge percentage, 99% plus of the population that have no concept and don't understand jiu-jitsu whatsoever. Then at purple belt, usually you're somewhere very close to this confidence level of the blue belt, because you could beat the blue belt how the blue belt beats the white belt. But as you keep on progressing, you start to learn that there's actually so much depth in jiu-jitsu. And you see these guys like Roger Gracie, he's using a technique, the cross choke that you learn on the very first day of jiu-jitsu. You see him submitting every single person with that same maneuver over and over and over and over and over again at the World Championships. So you start to become aware of how deep the waters actually are. And a lot of times, the brown belt will be around here. And these belts can shift around depending on the person or how skilled they are, or how much they've gone through this process already in other things. And when you're here, when you get your black belt, a lot of times it feels like you're starting over. You actually don't know anything. And then you start to uncover the double-edged nature in a lot of these positions and really understand on a deeper, more profound level things within jiu-jitsu. So this model could be used as another method of knowing your audience. You want to make sure you know where you are on this scale, and you want to make sure you know where the student that you're teaching is on this scale. I've seen blue belts that are so overly confident they start making up maneuvers because they feel they have reached the pinnacle of knowledge in the sport. And the black belt is oftentimes very reserved or wants to use his words very carefully, because in jiu-jitsu, just like in chess, there are no absolutes to things. So use this model to further understand your students and know your audience.